Mahogany. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm back with a new video. I haven't filmed in so freaking long, like I'm ashamed of myself, but I'm back, and today's video is going to be all about my natural hair. This is my natural hair. I've been wearing my hair out since about June. I gave the wigs a break because it's too hot and I'm just a little tired of the wigs. But yeah, so I wanted to come to you guys with this video and tell you guys all about my hair growth. Now, if anybody knows me that's watching this video, you guys know that I've had like a long hair journey. Like, my hair fell out when I was about 9 or 10, and it has not been the same since. Until this day, it's still not the same, but I came a long way. And I feel like sew-ins had a lot to do with my hair not growing, and as you can see, now that I don't wear sew-ins at all anymore, I think I was right. So if you guys are interested in knowing about my hair journey, then keep on watching. So getting started, this is going to be a really chill video. It might be long because I have a lot to say, so let's just get right into it. So when I was about 9 or 10, like I just previously said, my hair fell out really bad. Now, growing up, I always had a head full of hair. Like, for as long as I can remember, I always had, you know, pretty much shoulder length hair. And, you know, my hair wasn't like super long, but it was full. I don't really have pictures, but for those of you who know me, you know that I've always had, you know, a lot of hair. And then when I was about 9 or 10, my edges on both sides fell out really bad. It started off on one and then it ended up on the other. Like, I don't know what was wrong, but like, my hair just fell out really bad. So that's just a little backstory. Because of course I wasn't wearing like sew-ins or anything when I was 10. But that's when like everything went downhill when I was about 9 or 10. 6th grade, like junior high school, I started getting box braids and my hair was growing back. But you guys know box braids is tension. Although it's a protective style, it is, you know, tension on your hair. You know, everything that's pulling is tension pretty much. Although, you know, it's a protective style, it's still tension on your scalp. And I've came to the conclusion that I have really sensitive scalp. As I'm getting older and I know what my hair likes, I've realized a lot of things about my hair that, you know, have helped my hair grow. So that was that. My hair, when I was in junior high school, I wore like box braids literally like for 3 whole years. Seriously, like I had no hair. Once I got to 6th grade, if I can remember correctly, I had no hair. Like, I literally wore box braids for 3 years. And then once, I think late 7th grade, early 8th grade, my hair grew back. And then it just fell out all over again. And that's because I honestly wasn't taking care of it. Like, I was trying to do the shit myself. I was constantly flat ironing it. And, you know, like, I'm around girls that, you know, like, when I was in junior high school, everybody had bangs and stuff. So I wanted to, you know, do that too. And it just wasn't a good idea. Like, my hair literally will fall out in the drop of a dime. Like, my hair falls out. If it's not moisturized, my shit will start breaking immediately. So that's a little backstory of, you know, how my hair started falling out in the first place. I went and got a whole bunch of different treatments for my edges, but this video is not going to be so much about my edges because I have a whole separate video on how I got my edges to grow back. I'm going to be filming that very soon. But like, I literally had no hair, no edges, no nothing. So once high school came, you know, 9th grade, I had some hair, and I got my first sew-in in about 8th grade. I got my first real weave. Well, 5th grade, I didn't really have any hair for prom. Like, I had a little bit, but not enough to really do anything with. So I had like a couple of like clip-ins, but then I had to take them out immediately. Like, it wasn't like a real weave, but it was just, you know, something for, you know, prom. And then 8th grade, I had a full weave, but I know I had my first like real sew-in weave in about 8th grade. And that didn't last long because I think I only kept it in like a month. That's when like Remy hair started getting popping. Like, so I had that. And then for 8th grade prom, I had like a full sew-in weave, like no leave out or anything. And I'll have pictures on the screen. If I can find any, I'll throw some pictures in for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. 9th grade year came and I had some hair on my head. It wasn't, you know, nothing like long and luxurious. I called myself trying to do what everyone else did. You know, I wanted a blonde bang. I bleached my hair a little bit in the front. I just wasn't doing the right things. And then I think after my hair fell out that time, 9th grade, I was just like, fuck it. weave, weave, weave. I kept getting sew-ins back to back to back to back to back to back. I wasn't letting my scalp breathe. I was perming my hair, my edges, the little bit that I did have, because at this point my edges had only grew back on the right side and not the left, so I always had to get side parts to cover this side. I was perming my edges with sew-ins in, like my braids were hanging and I would just leave the weave in. I wouldn't even take it out. Like, it was just, I wasn't taking care of my hair at all. Then I think late 10th grade, 11th grade, no, 11th grade, I cut all my hair off. I got a short pixie cut, and that's because my hair fell out so bad to the point where, like, I could get a sew-in, but it was just like a waste. And that was all I was worried about was, oh, could I get a weave? Like, could I get a weave? That's all I cared about. Like, literally, I wore a weave all year. Mainly, like, my whole high school year, I had a weave. Like, I would, like, take my hair out for, like, a little while, and then I put the weave right back in. Like, so I think I have a picture somewhere on Facebook. I'll find it for you guys and I'll insert it. That's when my hair, like, really, really grew back. And it fell out all over again. So after that, I was just like, okay, I'm just keep wearing a weave. Like, weave will make my hair grow. And it did, but at the same time, it didn't. And what I want to share with you guys is, if you're constantly wearing sew-ins and your hair's not growing, maybe you should stop with the sew-ins, because, like, I felt like my hair was growing with the sew-ins, but it was growing extremely, extremely, extremely slow. And the tension from the sewing was what was doing it for me. That's just my, like, observation. I'm not, like, 100% sure, but that's just how I feel. I feel like the sew-ins was not making my hair grow as fast as it could, you know. If you feel like you're wearing sew-ins and your hair's not growing, I think you should stop the sew-ins completely, because I'm not saying that once I stopped the sew-ins, like, a miracle happened and my hair was, like, down my back. Like, don't get me wrong, my hair is not long. I don't really wear it out because, you know, I still need some more progress. Like, the back of my hair is long, the front is short, so I can't really wear it out because it's not even. So that's why I always have it in a bun. But this whole, I don't have like a big, huge, full bun, but this is all of my hair. I think that ditching the sew-ins was the best thing I could have ever done, because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't even have any hair right now. Like, when I cut my hair, and I know I'm all over the place, but I'm just trying to get out everything, make sure I don't leave anything out. When I was in 10th or 11th grade, I don't remember what grade I was in when I got my pixie cut. That's when I literally cut all my hair off, and I was so sad about it. But after a while, you know, I started to like it. And until this day, I still like my pixie cut, but it's just too much to manage. Especially, like, short hair is a lot to manage, and it was just getting annoying after a while. And guess what? First chance I got a weave like this. Like, this had to be 11th grade. And soon as, like, my hair started growing back enough for me to get a sew-in, that was the first thing I got. And the lady told me, the lady that used to wash my hair before I got it styled when I had short hair, she used to tell me, I think her name was Tiffany, she used to be like, girl, I'm telling you, ditch the weaves, ditch the weaves. And I used to be like, I need it. You know, I'm telling you, it's really like some people, you know, have good luck with sew-ins. But I know a girl who, I used to do her makeup, but she moved to another state. I used to do her makeup, and she had, like, really nice, thick, full, long hair. And she used to wear sew-ins back to back to back to back. And eventually, it kind of, like, thinned her hair out. So now it's long, but it's, like, kind of thin. But back to, about my short haircut. First chance I got, soon as my hair grew enough for me to be able to get, you know, some quick meeks and do a sew-in, that's what I did. I did that. I went and bought some blonde hair, some blonde cheap hair, and then I bleached. I wanted some color in my hair. Of course, perms and bleach don't go hand in hand, and I have 4C hair, so a lot of stuff doesn't agree with me. Like, any little thing can make my hair fall out. Like, no matter how much I moisturize it, you know, like, I have to be on top of my hair. Like, literally have to grease my hair like every other day, like, because my scalp gets really, really dry. So chemicals on top of chemicals isn't the greatest thing. So I'm getting perms. I know everyone doesn't like the term perms. I'm getting relaxers, and then I'm bleaching the hair myself. I'm bleaching my real hair myself. My hair was already bleached prior to me getting that sew-in. I'll see if I have pictures to insert. But then, first chance I got, like I said, I went and bought some blonde hair, and then I bleached my hair to match it. It looked a hot ass mess, but I thought I looked so cute. And, you know, I went from there. Then after that, It was sew-ins on top of sew-ins on top of sew-ins. And I was just like, I'm tired of this. Like, I want to be able to not have to depend on weave. And that was like my biggest thing. Like, I'm seeing all of these girls. I'm not going to lie. Like, it kind of made me feel bad that I couldn't just, you know, be like, okay, well, I don't want to weave. I could wear my hair out for a week or two. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do anything because I had no choice but to put weave in my hair. Like, I couldn't make a bun. I couldn't make a ponytail. I didn't have no edges. Like, I was trying so hard to get different styles and I just couldn't do it. After the whole short haircut, which my short haircut was supposed to be my fresh start. I got that short haircut because I literally had nothing. I wish I had a picture, like, to show you guys. I had nothing. Like, that was my last resort. Like, okay, I have to cut my hair. Although I really did not want to do it, I had no choice at that point. Like, I had to. And I kind of fucked that up because after getting the short haircut, I still wasn't taking care of it because, like I said, short hair is a lot to manage. Well, depending on how you get it done. Like, I had a pixie cut, I had a relaxer. Like I said, I had really dry scalp, so I had to be on top of it. I kept, you know, curling it and all kinds of shit every day because my hair was all flat. It didn't look like anything. So I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I look a mess. And then it's summertime. I was working at an amusement park, you know. So after the short haircut, I fucked that up. I wasn't really taking care of it, you know, after that. And I was just doing the most. And at the same time, I wasn't doing nothing at all. Like, I just wasn't taking care of it. I just didn't really, I'm not going to say I didn't really care, but I didn't know what I was doing. Because when I was in 8th grade, when my hair grew back the first time, I was literally watching my hair fall out. Like, my hair grew so long and nice. I remember I went to the Dominicans right here by my house. I went there and they blow dried it, but I still didn't have no edges. I had hair and no edges. This is when I didn't have edges on both sides. I went and they blew it out, and this is 8th grade. 7th or 8th grade, I'll never forget. I came to school, everybody's like, that's not your hair. And I'm like, yes it is, because everybody's so used to me wearing, you know, box braids. Like, everybody thought I didn't have no hair. But I fucked that up quick because I kept putting heat on it. I just wanted to do everything to it. I just messed everything up. I got a relaxer, my first full relaxer, when I was in about junior high school. And you know, relaxers, you got to keep up with those. And of course, I wasn't keeping up with it, so that was also a factor. And you know what makes me mad? This is a little off topic. When people, like, you know that saying, like, people be like, oh, girls be like, oh, I got a perm when I was little and my hair never grew back. Like, that be their excuse. That's not an excuse, because a perm or slash relaxer, whatever you want to call it, that's chemicals. So if you damage your hair follicles with chemicals, your hair could possibly not grow back, or it could not grow back the same. So I hate when people be like, oh, girls be like, my hair fell out when I was little and it never grew back. Like, that's a fact. Like, that happened to me. My shit is just now, like, really growing back fully. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I would have took care of my hair years ago, I could have, you know, had this. But that's really a fact. Like, your hair could fall out years ago and it could, like, just grow back. I'm 21, about to be 22, and my hair is just now starting to grow back the way it's supposed to. I'm pretty, like, if I would have, you know, did this years ago, I'm pretty sure my hair would be, you know, back to normal. Like, I could have been, you know, doing my own thing with my hair, but I just wasn't. So anyway, fast forward to high school, when, you know, I decided to give up the sew-ins. I literally just said, I'm not getting them no more. Like, this is when wigs started to get popping. It's now 2018, so about 2015, 2016, I was still wearing sew-ins. And 2015 is when I realized, like, okay, something's got to give. Like, I'm, like, bald-headed. Like, I got to do something about this. So this is when wigs started to get lit. So I made a U-part wig with, you know, some hair that I purchased, some old hair. And I'm just like, okay, let me just try it out. I don't know how to braid. I don't know how to sew. Well, I can sew a little bit, but I was just like, you know, playing around with the shit. So I'm like, all right, let me just see if I can make a wig. I made a U-part wig, and I have a picture on Facebook. I thought it, you know, I thought I did like a bomb-ass job. That wig came out like shit. But I made the wig, and I'm like, okay. So I left, you know, some leave out, you know, to cover the U part, and the rest, you know, was just out. So I was like, okay, this isn't bad. But at the same time, I felt like my hair wasn't growing. I'm like, something is not right about this. So I started to get twists I got those about 2 or 3 times. My hair was slowly growing with that, but that's a lot of tension too. And I didn't really have no edges, like I said, so they were literally like had to catch it. Like it was like so tight, and then when my braids start slipping out, eventually like I gotta take them out. It was just getting annoying to me, so I'm like, I have to do something about my hair. But at this point I was a little over it. I'm like, my edges probably ain't gonna grow back. Like it's probably, you know, too late for all of that. So I just gave up with the hoping my edges grew back. But like I said, that's a separate video on how I got my edges to grow back, which was a fucking miracle, but whatever. So I stopped with the twist, and then I was just like, okay, let me start wearing wigs. So I think I have a picture with the last time I wore my U-part wig. I wore it, and I wore it to a party, and then I was like, okay, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not wearing this U-part wig no more. I don't want no tension on my hair, period. Don't get me wrong, I still get braids from time to time, but as far as the sewing, I don't want any sewing on my head. So I just completely gave up the sewings. The U-part wig, I couldn't really get with it because you gotta sew that around the perimeter. Like, that's more tension. So I'm like, nah, I gave it up completely. No more sewings. And that was about 2 years ago, 2016. After that, I started seeing progress. Like, I'm like, okay, my hair's growing. My hair's growing. Like, at first I'm like, my hair ain't growing. But then once I saw, like, you know, I'm able to, you know, do other stuff with it, I'm like, okay, my hair's growing. My hair's growing. And that's when I realized, like, them sewings is not all what people think they are. Like, don't, like, it's a protective style. It's nice. But if you're doing something for a long time and you see that it's not progressing, then maybe you should change. And that's when I got into wigs heavy. I have not worn a sewing in 2 whole years. I don't sew anything on my head. I think I had on a wig and I sewed it down maybe last summer because I went to a water park, and of course I'm not trying to have my wig, like, you know, on the fucking water slide. So I sewed it on, but I literally cut that shit out as soon as I got home. Like, I don't want no tension on my head, like, at all. So I completely gave up sewings, and this is how my hair looks now. So I'm like really pleased with the progress of my hair, although I do feel like my hair could be growing a little more. I took, you know, a couple of different brands of biotin vitamins, biotin gummies, and I mean, I'm seeing progress, but it's not as fast as I would like for it to be, but it's a lot better than how it used to be, because I have no pictures for proof. But when I tell y'all, I didn't have no hair on my head. I couldn't do shit. No ponytail, no bun, no nothing. Just nothing. Absolutely nothing. So if you're watching this video and you've been wearing sew-ins for a while and you feel like your hair is not growing, ditch them. Get a wig. Try something different. And I'm not going to say, oh my God, just stop getting sew-ins, then your hair is going to grow. Like, because, you know, everyone's different. But for me, I feel like that was the right move. And, you know, wigs are the new thing. Everybody's wearing wigs, lace fronts, you know, closures and all that. Everybody doesn't like wigs, you know, I'm pretty sure. Like, everybody doesn't want a wig on their head. Everybody doesn't want to be able to come home and just snatch their hair off, you know. But I highly recommend you try it, because if you feel like sew-ins are not helping your hair grow, just try a wig and see, you know, how it looks in a couple months. Because when I kid you not, like, prior to me, you know, stopping the sew-ins, I had a little bit of hair, but it wasn't much. Like, it wasn't much. I had enough to braid, of course, like, and my hair has always been thick. That's one thing I will say. As much as my hair fell out, it would grow back thick. Like, my hair never thinned out or anything. Like, it always remained, the texture remained, but it's just I didn't have no length, you know. So now that my hair is going back, it's not long or anything, but my hair is still thick. Like, my hair is just, it's just thick. Like, and also it took me a while to see what worked for me, because I was using a whole bunch of products, just mixing up a bunch of shit. I just thought I was doing something and I wasn't doing nothing. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys about my little hair journey. And like I said, I'll have a separate video on how I grew back my edges and all about that, you know. And I really hope this video was helpful, because it took me, I'm 21 right now. I'm 21. And my hair fell out when I was 10 years old. It took me 10 years, really 11, I'm 21, to get to this. And this is not even, you know, this is nothing special, you know. But I got tired of forcing the weaves. Like, I was just over it. Like, I want to be able to not have to depend on weave to look good, you know, because everybody around me, you know, is, you know, like, I'm in school with a bunch of girls with, you know, hair, and their hair is nice and they can put their hair in a bun, and I couldn't do that. So I really felt the way. And, you know, I'm not in school no more, so, you know, those days is far gone. But the fact that I could go months, like, I went after I got my hair braided in December. I think I went like 3 months without weave. You know, like, I don't have to depend on it no more. This whole summer, well, it's August. It's early August right now, but I've had my hair out since June. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I could never do this. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when my hair would grow back before it would fall out again, I, you know, would try and do different styles and, you know, try to leave it out and let it breathe. But I wasn't taking care of it at the same time. But now that I'm really taking care of my hair, I know what's working. I know what not to use. I'm just sticking to what has been working. I don't switch up on the products that I'm using. Don't get me wrong. Like, here and there, I might try something new. But I don't do none of that anymore. Looking back, now that my hair is grown back, you know, my hair is not as long as it was, you know, before this. You know, my hair used to be, you know, shoulder length, you know, nothing, you know, special. It was just shoulder length. It's not shoulder length now. It's getting there. It's not there yet, but it's getting there. And I feel like, you know, if I would have done this years ago, I could have been had my hair back on track. But I just wasn't listening, because I was flat ironing the shit out of my hair when I was in junior high school. I just was doing the most. Like, I would leave my weaves in for like a month or two at a time. Like I said before, my braid will literally be hanging off of my scalp, and I would just refuse to take the weave out. I would just be like, okay, well, I'll leave it. Like, you don't do that. You don't neglect your hair like that. Like I can't believe I was doing that. Like, I just didn't care. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. But now, honestly speaking, never say never, but I don't think I would ever get a sew-in again. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't think I would ever want to get a sew-in again, because now I literally just leave my hair alone. I don't want to do nothing to it. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to do anything to it. I just want to leave it and let it grow. That's all I want to do. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I didn't leave anything out. But like I said, there will be another video to this about, like, my whole hair journey. And if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I love all you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.